Alrighty, Shalom. This is World War III has already started. Fyodor Lukyanov. The new global war comes as a series of intertwined conflicts rather than a single major one, the Russian foreign policy expert believes. Yeah, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. And this is going to be a World War III update / watch. And this is just more proof that we're already in World War III. It's just not full blown yet. And what we're seeing right now is these other nations being drawn into the battle. And World War III, man, it's very complex, and it's different and much more diverse as the previous world wars that we've experienced. It's not just one major single battle that we're seeing. Now we're seeing a series of intertwined conflicts happening simultaneously around the earth at the same time. And all these wars that you're seeing taking place, they're all interconnected. Like there's like a major power that's a major superpower that is behind each battle or each war. So for example, you have Russia and you have Ukraine. You have that conflict. You have the conflict between Hamas and Israel. You also, the other day, you just saw Yemen wage war upon Israel. So you have all these different superpowers. They have influence, and they have resources and interests in those nations that are fighting each other, right? So it's intertwined and it's all interconnected. So it's very diverse, it's very diverse. It's very different than the previous world wars. And this guy, he's right on. Russian foreign policy expert here. He's right. He's right about that. Also, you have the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan. It's a territorial and ethnic dispute that they're having, and that has actually reignited as of late, right? So all of these conflicts that you're seeing, they're all intertwined, they're all interconnected. And like I said in my previous videos, this World War III is going to draw all these different nations in, and then later on it's going to lead to nuclear war, nukes being shot off. So this is just more proof. This is going to be a World War III update / watch. So now, before I get started, as always, I just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone GMS. To you I say Shalom, and Shalom to the hopeful elect, Kwame Ashala and Abba Babal. The new global war comes as a series of intertwined conflicts rather than a single major one, the Russian foreign policy expert believes. The Third World War is already underway. Fyodor Lukyanov, Russia's leading foreign policy expert, has said a world order that has been unpleasant but manageable is being broken down, and currently there seems to be no mechanism for the resolution of conflicts. Yeah, because this war has to come. And with this war is going to come a new world order as well. A new world order. That's going to come with the CHIP and other things. That's tied into that. This whole beast system, right? But in order for that to happen, war has to happen, and blood has to be shed when you think about it. And that's also biblical prophecy, right? So anyways, I'm not going to go too much into that. Hold on. Okay, good. So it says here, is being broken down, and currently there seems to be no mechanism for the resolution of conflicts, including the ongoing escalation between Israel and Hamas, he believes. Lukyanov, who is chairman of the president at the Council for Foreign and Defense Policy think tank and editor-in-chief of Russia and Global Affairs magazine, made the remarks in an interview published last week by newspaper Komsomolskaya Pravda. Of late, the world has been seeing old, frozen conflicts being reignited, Lukyanov said, citing the Nagorno-Karabakh hostilities. Yeah, so that's Armenia versus Azerbaijan, the ethnic and territorial dispute that they had. That's been ongoing for years, but now it's reignited. So everybody's at war with each other, man. And that actually goes into what? Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And the end is not yet, because the nukes haven't dropped yet, and Yahushua hasn't returned to deliver his elect and to take down Easy E and this wicked world. So the end is not yet. So if you think it's bad now, wait till later on, man. Wait till later on. Imagine when, wait till Jacob's time of trouble. Especially you Israelites. You're in for a rude awakening, man. But the end is not yet. It's not yet. The end is not yet, guys. So it says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. That's right. So it's only just begun. It's only getting started. And more sorrow, more pain, more death, more conflict. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. So this is just the beginning. All right. So it says here, the Russia-Ukraine standoff and the new escalation in the Middle East as examples. The ongoing array of conflicts is effectively a new world war, which appears to significantly differ from the two global conflicts of the 20th century. Lukyanov, who is also research director of the Valdai International Discussion Club, suggested this is a chain of conflicts affecting the whole world. In fact, World War III is already underway. In this sense, it is still better than the wars that happened in the 20th century, but there is little joy. I don't know about that. Well, I understand what he means, but if this progresses and it goes full blown, then nukes are going to be shot off. Right? Nukes are going to be shot off, and that's not good. That's going to be very detrimental to mankind and to the world. That's going to change the world, man. Because the previous wars, they weren't nuclear wars. It wasn't nuclear wars. And back then, these different nations, they didn't have nuclear weapons back then. So if World War III gets full-blown and it intensifies and escalates, it's going to change the world, man. And a lot of people are going to die. And by the way, that's prophecy. That's going to happen. So I don't know about that. I don't agree. I don't fully agree with that statement, because when you filter it through the scriptures, it doesn't really measure up. So it says we instinctively expect that the war will begin just like the Great War or the Second World War, but such wars probably won't happen anymore. After all, there are nuclear weapons which are still holding back many. Right, and that goes into Revelation, the 7th chapter. Yeah, and he's right on that, because that's actually prophecy. The Lord, he has set up angels to hold back that destroying wind. And a lot of these nations, especially their leaders, the leaders behind these nations that have nuclear capabilities, they're thinking in their minds, this can just, if I shoot off nukes right now, the whole world can end. We'll go back to the Stone Age, which I'm using that for a lack of better words. There is no such thing as a Stone Age, right? But you understand what I mean. It will destroy the world, man. It will destroy the world. So yeah, that's what it means by which are still holding back many. Because if they were to bring nuclear war, the world would end, right? Life would end. This world would be done. Now, I have a precept. This is Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Holding back the 4 winds. That 4 winds is talking about nuclear destruction. And it's coming from those 4 directions, because in every major part of the earth, those 4 directions, north, south, east, and west, you have a superpower that controls that area, and they have nuclear capabilities. So you got Russia, you got China, you got America, you got India, you got Pakistan, you got North Korea, right? So yeah, those 4 angels are in charge of holding back that destroying wind. Verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. And they're really set up to hurt the earth. So the Lord, he has set up death angels to destroy this place, to destroy the earth and to destroy the inhabitants that live on the earth. So these angels, they're set up really for death. So it says, verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. So these nukes, they ain't going to be shot off until the elect is fully sealed. And then you can go into the sealing. You can find that in Ezekiel chapter 9. You can start at the 4th verse. Ezekiel 9 and 4. Going into the sealing, which that's going into the Thawa. That's the mark of exemption. So the elect has to be sealed. The Lord's men have to be sealed. The men, women, and children that are a part of the elect, they have to be sealed. Should I get it? I'll get it. Ezekiel 9 and 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. So if you're not sealed, you don't have that mark, that Thawa, which is the mark of exemption. Pretty much, you're not going to be spared, and the Lord's not going to have pity on you. You're going to pretty much die. You're going to eat a missile. You're going to get caught up in the time of Jacob's trouble. You're going to die, man. Pretty much. And I'm reading it. That's how the Lord wants it. Verse 6, slay utterly old and young. That's right. So old and young. He ain't going to pity old and young. And the angels, they don't have feelings, man. They don't have feelings. They're like sentinels. You know, they're programmed to do a job. And to them, it's just a job. It's just a job. Put on my spiritual hard hat, and I get out there and get dirty. So yeah, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. Yeah, maids, young women, and little children. That's right, little kids. Little kids, they're going to die too. Little kids. Little kids. And you little kids are demonic too. You guys just celebrated Halloween, man. Sam Haines Day. You just celebrated that. Wicked ass little kids. Eating candy, wearing your little costumes and being bratty. You're going to die too. Most High's going to kill you. And women. That's right. And women. So a lot of maids and women. So 2 times women were mentioned. A lot of you women, you're going to die. And it only makes sense because you women, you outnumber men. Alright? You outnumber men. There's a lot more women than there are men. So a lot of you women, you going to die too, man. A lot of you sluts, a lot of you skanks, you gonna die, man. A lot of you women that are just not right. Because the majority of women, you just ain't right, man. You gonna die too. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark. That's right. Any man upon who is the mark. If they have that thought, well, the mark of exemption. Okay, if they're a man of God, a man of the Lord, someone that fears Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and knows the name. And begin at my sanctuary. Yeah, begin at my sanctuary. Who's his sanctuary? Talking about Israel. Israel's his sanctuary. So the Lord, he's going to go in his house and he's going to kill a lot of his own people if they don't have that mark. And that's why we always say 2/3 are going to die. 2/3. Going into Zechariah chapter 13 and 8, man. 2/3 are going to die. 2 parts therein shall be cut off. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. So yeah, okay, this goes into the sealing of the elect. Pretty much, you have to be exempt from judgment, and a lot of people aren't exempt. Only a select few. So it says here, we already read that, right? So I just want to get. Let's get Revelation chapter 11 verse 14. The second woe is past. Let me just see something here. Okay, good. So it says Revelation chapter 11 verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. There you go. The second woe is past. Yeah, so we already went through the first woe, we already went through the second woe, World War One, World War Two, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, and it is coming quickly. It is coming quickly, and it's coming so quick to the point where people don't even think that we're in World War Three, but it's happening so fast. You have all these experts coming out with all this proof, and nobody is alarmed. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, this is serious. You have all these intertwined conflicts happening all over the world simultaneously. That's World War III, bro. So that shows you the scripture's on point, because it says third woe cometh quickly. It's come so quick to the point that people don't even know. You still have a lot of people out here, they don't even know. They don't even know. And it also reminds me of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. Though it tarry, wait for it. It seems like things are not happening, but it is happening. It is. Matter of fact, let me get Habakkuk 2 and 3. I always pull this precept up. This precept is very relevant to the times that we're living in. So this is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And it doesn't look like it's lying. All these experts are coming out. The Bible is saying things before it happens, and then you have these experts coming out pretty much backing the Bible and telling you what's going on. So hey, it's not lying, are we? It's not like World War III has already started. Fyodor Lukyanov, an expert. So is the scriptures lying? Is the Lord lying? No. The Lord's speaking. He's speaking and he's telling you the truth. And the Lord cannot lie. The Lord cannot lie. And the men of the Lord cannot lie when they are in the Spirit. Okay, they cannot lie. Kind of reminds me of what Scarface said. Even when I lie, I tell the truth. He was drunk as fuck though. But yeah, man. Even when we lie, we tell you the truth. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes we slip with the tongue. And sometimes it doesn't sound fluent. But we're telling you the truth. All right? You can't trick us. So it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. That's right. It will surely come, and it will not tarry. That's right. And it's not going to be late. It's not going to be late. The Lord's always on time. And what you're seeing right here, these expert statements, it's on time. It's on time. This was posted on October 31st. What happened on October 31st? Yemen just waged war on Israel. That's on time. Right? That's on time. So everything that we're seeing is on time. And it's happening for a reason. It's not a coincidence. It's not a fluke. It's prophecy. It's prophecy. So, yeah, man. Let's see. What else does the article say? I'll just finish it off. So it says the escalation in the Middle East is not the last conflict to come, with more hostilities expected to break out worldwide soon. And no one seems to be capable now of stopping them. He also warned the international order is breaking down. It was an unpleasant one, based on the fear of mutual destruction, but manageable. Wars in the Middle East have erupted before, but the USSR and the USA intervened and extinguished them until the next conflict. And now I don't see even a temporary settlement mechanism, Lukyanov said. He noted that the Palestinian militant group Hamas has apparently picked the right moment to strike against Israel, given that the country has experienced permanent internal chaos for over a year already. Yeah, things happen for a reason, and everything's on time. Everything is on time. And the reason why we bring out these watches and these updates is because we're hastening the day. And we want to get the hell up out of here, man. And really, we're watching for your souls. And we're trying to wash the blood off of our hands. I'll just read this quick precept and then close up. So this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It's going into nuclear destruction. But we're looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High. Because we want to get the hell up out of here. Because the scripture says the captive exile hasteneth to be loosed. I believe that's in Isaiah 51. I believe. We're looking forward to get out of here, man. I don't want to be here anymore. This place is it's backwards, it's nasty. transgenders and all these weirdos out here. It's always in your face. You're always seeing that. Man dressing like a woman and a woman dressing like a man. You know, it's all messed up out here. Got all these pedophiles out here. All these perverts, these freaks. So let me get Isaiah 51. I think it's 14. Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 51, verse 14. The captive exile hasteneth, that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit. And you know what that pit is? The pit is a system. Because that beast system is coming, guys. That beast system. I don't want to die in that beast system, man, and be devoured by it. That's a pit. The beast system. NATO and the EU, headed by America, man. That beast system. And you know what that comes with? That comes with you serving Satan. And also you being CHIP'd up. You taking that charagma. I don't want to be in that system, man. I don't want to die in that pit. Nor that his bread should fail. That's right. So the captive exile hasteneth, that he may be loose. And you know what this also says, guys? We're not free. Especially Israelites, you tribes. You're not free. And a lot of you are walking around thinking that you're free. You thought slavery happened 400 plus years ago. You're still in slavery. You're still in slavery. You're a slave in your mind, and also you're in economic slavery. And you don't own anything. You don't own anything, so if you don't own anything, that means you ain't free. Right? So, hey, we want to get the hell up out of here. So this is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved. That's right, and that's what's going to happen. You know how it's going to be on fire? By thermonuclear destruction, and also the Lord coming back in them ships. As crazy as it sounds, shooting lasers. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat. You know what the elements are? Pretty much your environment, everything, even yourself. You are composed of elements. On the periodic timetable, the periodic timetable in chemistry. Those are all elements. All those elements are in your body. Everything that you interact with has elements in it. So everything's going to be dissolved. Everything's going to be melted. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a new heaven, a paradise, the kingdom, and a new earth. And that's what's going to happen. When this place is burnt to a crisp, that's going to cause this place to become purified. Through that fervent heat melting everything's going to be purified. People go into slavery for 1,000 years, and this place regenerates. It's going to look better. And by the way, that's prophecy too, right? So, anyways, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a new heaven and a new earth. So yeah, that's all I got. So I hope this was edifying. Till next time, just want to give all praises, glory, and honor due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone GMS. To you I say Shalom, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwame Ashala and Abba Ball. Shalom.